Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I want to go ahead and get started with our blended learning lesson for today. All right, so today you will have spiral review, problems of the day, weekly science assignment, and practice on Clever Math or Education Galaxy. All right, I don't want to spend too much time on your spiral review because we have a lot to cover for your actual math lesson today. So you have 4 problems for your spiral review that you will need to cover. So I'll just pause here. That way you can look at them. Okay. All right, so today for our actual math lesson, we're going to be going over points, lines, and rays. All right, so a point. What is a point? A point is a single location in space. A point looks like a period. A point represents a stopping place, okay? Then you have something called a line segment that is not to be confused with a line. They're two different things. So first we're going to go over line segment. A line segment is a straight row of points that starts at one point and ends at another. So this is a line segment. It has a point here and a point here, and it goes straight in between, but it doesn't go any further than this point and it doesn't go any further than this point, okay? Next, you have something called a line. A line is something that goes on forever in both directions. So it goes on forever to the left and it goes on forever towards the right. It never stops. It goes on forever in both directions. And then you have something called a ray. A ray is something that's in between a line segment and a line because it has a point at one end. So this is its starting place, and then it goes on forever in the other direction. All right? So I'm just going to pause here and let you look over the vocabulary. All right. So then we go into two types of lines. We have parallel and we have perpendicular. Parallel lines are two lines that go on in the same direction, but they never meet or touch. So I always remember this because parallel is like parallel parking, if you've ever heard an adult say that. And then I also remember that the two L's are like the two lines. They go on forever, they never touch, they never meet, but they go on forever in the same direction. Okay? And then we have perpendicular lines, and I know that's a big word, but it's perpendicular. And that means that there's two lines and they cross at a 90-degree angle. So they cross here and they cross here. So these actually touch, they actually meet. But what makes them unique is when they do touch, they form something called a 90-degree angle. Okay? So I'm going to pause here so you can look at the vocabulary. All right, and next, and well last, but we have something called angles. An angle is a geometric shape formed by two rays, lines, or line segments that meet at a common point. So there's 3 types, and these will follow you all the way till you get to high school. You will always have these: right, acute, and obtuse, okay? Right means that it forms and measures exactly 90 degrees. Not 89, not 91. Exactly 90 degrees makes a right angle. Acute, always remember this. My teachers always told me, think, oh, it's so cute. It's cute, it's little. That means that when you measure it, it measures more than 0 but less than 90. So it can be 1 through 89 and it is going to be an acute angle. All right. Then we got the big one. We got obtuse. That means that it measures more than 90 but less than 180. So if it is 91, that is fine. But it can't be 181. It won't be obtuse anymore. Okay? Now we've come here and we are going to look for the different things. We're going to look for lines, line segments, and rays. All right. I have drawn this figure in gray. You'll see it's a line here, and the ones going across. It basically forms like a square, okay? And then I have taken a brown marker and I have identified points A, B, C, and D. Now, what I've done for this example is I've color-coded the things that you need to look for. This will help you when you do your assignment for today. All right? So what's going to happen is you have to find the line, ray, line segment, parallel lines, and perpendicular lines. So let's look at it. Remember, we know that a line goes on forever in both directions. So which one would be a line? The pink. So you have a line on this side and you have a line on this side. So I have identified the line is AC. And why is it AC? Because it goes from this one to this one. That makes this one A, and it starts at A and it ends at C. So AC, or it is going to be BD. Either one will work for me. It goes here to here. All right. Your next one is a ray. Well, which ones would be rays? A ray, you can say that it starts here and goes on forever here. So your ray is going to be identified as the green. It starts at A, ends at C. It starts at B and ends at D. It is not the entire line, but it's just this point to here. Okay? Now we have to identify our line segments. Our line segments are going to be in orange. A, B. It's a point here to point here. Remember, it stops and starts. Or it can be C, D. Either one. Now I did include A, C in the answers. I didn't do those, but those are and B, D. Those are line segments as well. I didn't include them, but they are up here so you can see those. And then we have our parallel lines. Well, there's only two, and that would be this one and this one. So your parallel lines are AC, here's the first one, and BD, here's your second one. They don't touch, they don't meet. You do not have any perpendicular lines in this example for today, so that's why I wrote none. All right, you're going to have to pause and look at this to identify it. This is a little bit bigger, but this will help you, okay? This is your example this is your work for today. You have to identify the line, ray, line segment, parallel lines, and perpendicular lines, okay? Just gonna pause it for a second, that way you can look at it. All right, if you have questions, I want for you to watch this video. This video will help you with your work for today. I promise it will. I know this is new, but it's going to be fine. All right? Remember, show me your work. Please text me if you have any questions. It will probably be easier to text because you could just show me a picture of what you're drawing and I can look at it. So please text me if you have any questions. Or if you want to send me a picture on Class Dojo, that works for me as well. This week you will need to do 45 minutes on iReady. All right? 45 minutes. Say it one more time. 45 minutes, all right? But you're all geniuses, so you can handle it. I know that you can. All right, so today for science, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to be talking about renewable energy and non-renewable energy. So I have put in on this slide the definitions that you can look at to help you understand renewable energy and non-renewable energy. All right, so renewable energy is often referred to as clean energy. It comes from natural sources or processes that are consistently replenished. For example, sunlight or wind keep shining and blowing even if their availability depends on time and weather. So that means that it is clean. The sun is clean, the wind is clean. It keeps going no matter what. Renewable energy is often referred to as dirty energy because it includes fossil fuels such as oil, gas, and coal. Renewable sources of energy are only available in limited amounts and take a long time to replenish. So it says when we pump gas at the gas station, we're using a finite resource redefined from crude oil that's been around since prehistoric times. Okay? So here's a little chart that I just found, and it helps you understand what renewable energy and non-renewable energy is. So wind, sun, things like that, and then that's renewable, and then non-renewable is fossil oil and coal and gas and things like that. So here's some videos for you to watch if you have a question, comment, or concern about what you need to know about renewable and non-renewable energy. And for your, it says science videos. It's supposed to say science work for today. But for your science, I want you to create a paragraph. Paragraph is 5 to 8 sentences, okay? And ways that you use or you can see renewable or non-renewable energy every day in your home. All right, I know that we went over that really quickly, but I want to make sure that we can get it done in one video. If you have comments, questions, or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to me today. Remember, you got this. You are smart, you are loved, and you are missed. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful Monday.